Knowing what gaming audio device you should spend your hard-earned cash on can be extremely confusing, and I'm guessing that's why you've clicked on this video. Headset manufacturers make all kinds of hyperbolic statements like new level of immersion, uncompromising sound quality, and breakthrough and premium sound, but are headsets really the best audio solution for gaming? The truth is, there isn't a definitive answer. It really depends on your preferences, both from a sound quality point of view and also what features you want. I think for most people, good quality audio isn't actually the most important feature. Now, I know what you're going to say. You're thinking, of course good audio quality is important to me, but I reckon it's less important than you realize. I'm going to say something that many people probably don't want to admit. I know this because I used to be one of them, and that is that they don't actually know what good quality audio is, at least from a technical standpoint. As an example, for a lot of people, good sounding audio is defined simply by how much bass it has. And by the way, that's totally fine. I'm not here to lecture you on what you should like. Sound is incredibly subjective, and what sounds good to one person might sound like complete trash to someone else. So at the end of the day, if it sounds good to you, that's the only thing that matters. What I'm getting at, in a roundabout way, is that unless you're an audiophile, you don't need to put audio quality at the top of your list of priorities. You certainly need to factor it in, but there are so many other things to consider, and prioritizing premium sound quality might mean that you end up with something that doesn't really suit your needs. So my goal with this video is to help you consider all the features you might need from an audio solution while gaming. To do this, I'm going to cover the 4 main wearable audio options: IEMs, earbuds, headsets, and headphones. I'll weigh up their pros and cons, provide some different use case examples, show you a variety of solutions, and make some recommendations. If you want to understand the difference between a gaming headset, an IEM, a pair of earbuds, or a regular pair of headphones when using them for gaming, and which one is the right one for you, this video should sort you out. Now, I got the idea for this video after watching one of Crinical's videos. He's a well-known and outspoken audiophile. His video, The Best Gaming Headphones Don't Matter, makes a lot of good points and is definitely worth checking out because I think it might change how you think about gaming audio. Link to his video below the like button if you're interested. Anyway, he basically argues that the best gaming headset is actually a headphone. While I don't necessarily disagree with this, it isn't true in every scenario or for every person. You see, Crinical openly admits that he doesn't care about anything except audio quality, and his opinions on the equipment he reviews rarely take into consideration things like build quality, comfort, or features. Sound quality is undoubtedly important, but I'd argue that those last 2 points are non-negotiables for gaming because they can have a huge impact on your overall experience. Playing games is very different to listening to music, and considering how comfortable something is or the features you use the most will help guide you towards the right solution. Okay, so by now you've probably come to the realization that this is a complex topic. So in the interest of your sanity and mine, I think we can simplify the things you need to consider into 3 main groups: budget, setup, and personal taste. I've structured this video with the most affordable and straightforward options first, and as we move up in price, we'll start talking about solutions that provide more features and start catering to specific tastes in sound. So let's start with IEMs, because this is the ground floor when talking about price, and it's also the category that delivers the most bang for your buck when it comes to sound quality. An IEM, or in-ear monitor, is similar to an earbud, except that it sits in your ear canal rather than above it. IEMs have been gaining popularity over the years, and there's an absolute ton to choose from, ranging from $10 and sometimes even lower to well over $6,000. IEMs are popular because there are plenty of good options to choose from in the sub $30 price range, and they're compatible with just about everything. Got a regular 3.5mm audio jack? Well, you're good to go. They're lightweight and compact too, making them ideal for taking on the go, and for extended sessions because they won't make your head hot like a headset or a headphone. So if you can't wear cans because they bake your brain, or maybe you live in a hot climate and the thought of wearing faux leather against your skin makes you feel sick, then an IEM might be just the ticket. IEMs sound great too. Not always, there are some shitty products out there for sure, but as a rule, IEMs have been designed with delivering quality audio in mind. And don't worry if you like your bass, there are plenty of models that deliver that in spades. Now, some companies have started to explore gaming IEMs, like the Astro A03. There isn't a huge amount of these on the market, so I can't really recommend anything right now. It'll be an interesting subcategory to watch over the next couple of years though. Regular IEMs do have a few disadvantages, of course. When using them for gaming, they lack some critical features. As you may have noticed, they don't have a mic, and while you can add an external mic, this can be fiddly and defeats the simplicity of this solution. At this stage, there aren't any wireless IEMs either. You can get wireless gaming earbuds, which I'll cover next, but right now IEMs always come with wires. Also, while they are a great option if heat is a concern, wearing something in your ear for a long time might be fatiguing. This is very subjective, of course, and will vary a lot from person to person and also different IEMs. Finally, the number of products in this space can be overwhelming. You'll need to do your homework to find something in your price range and that meets your audio tastes. I've been using both the KZ Zex Pro and the new KZ Czar. These are slightly above entry-level products and they both sound great for gaming. The Zex Pro will set you back about $50 US or $80 Australian, whereas the Czar costs about $70 US or $110 Australian. KZ isn't the only brand worth paying attention to, and even Sennheiser has a couple of decent IEMs if you're willing to drop $200 US on them. IEMs are a great option for someone on a budget looking for good quality audio in a compact size who doesn't need any gaming focused features. So as I just mentioned, gaming earbuds are an alternative to IEMs that offer gaming focused features. You can get wireless gaming earbuds too. In case you're wondering, regular wireless earbuds like the AirPods don't work with consoles. The same goes for wireless headphones. Gaming earbuds might not sound as good as IEMs, but they include things like microphones for game chat, low latency connections, and some of the more expensive models even have active noise cancelling. The disadvantages are that there aren't many options to choose from compared to other solutions, and even fewer when talking about wireless gaming earbuds. Wired gaming earbuds can be quite cheap, but wireless options usually start at about $120 US or $200 Australian. I haven't had a huge amount of experience with gaming earbuds, but I can recommend the EPOS GTW270 Hybrid as a solid all-rounder wireless solution. Gaming earbuds are a good alternative to a headset if comfort and portability are your top priorities. Wired gaming earbuds can also be very affordable, so if your budget doesn't extend to a headset, you might want to check them out. Okay, the next step up from an earbud or an IEM would be a gaming headset. There are headsets to suit every budget and they come in all kinds of flavors, from simple wired stereo options to 7.1 wireless solutions with their own amps. The main advantage of a headset is that it combines a number of gaming-focused features into a single solution, and because of their size, they can include more features than an earbud. Most headsets include a mutable mic for party chat and a dial to adjust the volume, but some of the more expensive options include separate game and chat volume dials, active noise cancelling, and companion software that lets you customize the EQ levels amongst other things. You don't need to spend a lot to get a good headset either. Both the SteelSeries Nova 1 and the Astro A10, for example, are available for around $120 Australian or well under $100 US. If you want a wireless headset, there's more good news. There are options for all modern platforms including Xbox. Dual connectivity has become increasingly common in this space too, meaning that you can connect your headset to your phone and chat on Discord, or even listen to music while you game at the same time. If you're on console and surround sound is important, there are headsets with this built in. They're generally the more expensive options though. It's worth noting that most gaming headsets on console don't offer this, so it's worth reading through the specs to make sure you know what you're getting. Just as a side note, if you're playing on the PS5, some games support the PS5's 3D audio, which means for those games, anything you use, including your TV's speakers, will have surround sound. If you're on PC, there are plenty of surround sound software solutions, including free software that will work with any stereo headset. Some headsets come with their own software too, like SteelSeries Sonar. The common problem you're going to find with headsets is that they're often a jack of all trades and a master of none. They pack in a lot of features, but none of them are best in class. The sound quality, for example, can be subpar, and the microphones are usually low quality too. Things tend to improve the more you spend, but as a general rule, headphones and IEMs of the equivalent price completely thump headsets when it comes to how good they sound. Headsets aren't always good multi-purpose audio solutions either. Some of them sound good for music and other types of media, but it's not a given. And I don't know about you, but I wouldn't be caught dead wearing something like the Astro A50 on the bus. Like IEMs, there's a buttload to choose from, which can make things very confusing. Some wireless recommendations would be the Arctis Nova 7 or the EPOS H3 Pro Hybrid. They both come in at around $200 US or $400 Australian, they sound great and have loads of useful features. Headsets are ideal for people who need lots of gaming-focused features and play online with others frequently. Just because they don't sound as good as headphones doesn't mean that there aren't any good sounding headsets. You'll just need to pay a bit more or compromise on some features if premium audio in a headset is a must-have. Finally, headphones. These are designed for listening to music and other types of media. There are headphones designed for specific use cases, such as studio monitors, but in general, most consumer headphones have a broad focus. They're designed for listening to a variety of audio sources in a variety of situations. Now, when I say headphones, I'm talking about wired headphones. Wireless headphones aren't compatible with consoles due to the type of wireless connections they use. Even if they can connect, they don't often have the low latency connection that is essential for gaming. Headphones don't have gaming features either. They usually don't have volume dials or mics, they don't have active noise cancelling, and they don't let you customize the EQ. Why would you choose one then, I hear you ask? Sound quality. If you want a premium audio experience above everything else, this is the option for you. Headphones are in a league of their own when talking about imaging and soundstage, which are two things that are very important for creating immersion. Unlike the other solutions I've talked about, the entry-level price for a decent pair of headphones is much higher, and they can be really, really expensive too. The Sennheiser HD560S, which I use, is widely considered to be a good place to start, and they'll set you back about $200 US or $300 Australian. If you really want to get the best signal, you can go a step further and add a separate amp to your setup, like the Hell 2. The problem with going down this path is that it's a bit of a rabbit's hole, and compatibility starts becoming spotty on console. If you're on PC, there are loads of amps to suit most budgets, although if you're on console, your options are extremely limited. As far as I'm aware, and feel free to correct me, there aren't any amps or DACs that are compatible with the Xbox via USB, apart from the Astro Mix Amp Pro, and there's nothing for the Switch. Adding an amp to your setup also adds a bit of complexity. Amps features vary just as much as headset features do, and you'll need to consider things like power output, inputs and outputs, and if you want surround sound or not. If this is starting to sound expensive, it is. The good news is that you don't need an amp to get great sound from most headphones. Again, just plug them into your audio jack and you're good to go. Headphones will suit people who play a lot of immersive, cinematic style games, and don't need party chat or other gaming focused features. They're definitely the least gaming focused solution that I've talked about, but if quality audio is all you care about, then this is the best solution by far. Hopefully that explains the difference between the various options and why you choose one thing over another. If it wasn't obvious, there isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. The main takeaway should be that you don't need a gaming headset for gaming, and there are plenty of great sounding alternatives to suit every budget. Gaming audio is a complicated space, so I'd recommend doing a little bit of homework before making a purchase. If you want to find out more about any of the solutions I've mentioned, I've stuck a bunch of useful links to different channels below.